Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to part 2. In part 1 we have configured the management server to act as a DHCP server. In this part we're going to configure the gateway to act as a DHCP server. I have reset everything back to normal. I have removed the configuration from the management server. So neither the management server nor the gateway is acting as a DHCP server at the moment. So as I have said on the first part, the only difference with this topology, I just added another Windows 7 computer within our network. And if we look at here are two windows, our management server and our gateway. Let me have a look at the configuration on the first window. As you can see, it hasn't picked up an IP address from anybody or anything because it's configured automatically to pick up an IP address from a DHCP server. Okay, so if I log back into the management server by HTTPS, you will see that I have removed the configuration from it. I don't understand where I get this pop-up advertisement from. This is probably the what do you call it? Google Chrome, yes, of course. Anyway, so if we go to our DHCP server, as you can see, I disable it and there's nothing there. So we need to log into our gateway and configure it exactly the same as we configured our management server. So to do that, let's log out of here and let's log into HTTPS, and that's the .1.1.1 address. Okay, admin. Okay, here we go again. Under the network management DHCP server, there's nothing there. As you can see, I am going to add inside network. We can actually pick it up from the interface this time. Our internal interface is the Ethernet 0. Okay, and there you go. It's the 10.1.1.0 and it's /24. We need to add our address pool now. We're going to include, we're going to enable, and this time we're going to do the 10.1.1. In the first part we did the 10.1.1.10 up to 100. In this one we're going to do the 10.1.1.155 to the 10.1.1.160. 5 IP addresses we're going to give out. Okay, that routing and DNS. Our default gateway, as always, as I have said and made a mistake on the first part, our default gateway is always our gateway itself, which is the 10.1.1.1 IP address, which is 10.1.1.1. Domain name we don't use here because we don't have a domain name, but usually it's your company's name there. Our primary DNS server is our router, and our secondary DNS we're going to do the 4.4.4.4 this time, and secondary, well, third will be 4.4.2.2. okay, we need to enable that there. Okay, we need to enable it there and apply. Okay, from 155 to 160. That's the IP address we're going to give out to our Windows. We have done here. So what we need to do now is we need to go back to our Windows and let's see if they picked up anything. Nothing. Just to prove to you that it's not working, let's disable it. Okay, and then let's enable it again. I don't know, guys, if you can see my mouse. I usually get this little black square on top of my pointer, which I don't know what that is for, but probably the software I'm using to record this. But anyway, I hope you can follow the pointer of my mouse. As you can see, it will not pick up anything. Let it finish, because it's trying to identify the network at the moment, as you can see here. Let that finish, and then we look at it again, and you will see that it will not pick up an IP address. Then we have to go into our management server via the dashboard and apply a rule, like I said in part 1, and that will allow the gateway to distribute the IP addresses from 155 to 160. Just patience, and everything is done. It cannot identify the network. As you can see, we're still the same. Right now we need to go to our smart dashboard, and we need to apply the rule on top of the management rule. And the more specific rules, as I have said before, they have to be on top. So we need to apply a new rule above. Let's call it DHCP. Any source, we can actually apply the inside network, can go to any destination, and the services we need to apply is DHCP reply. Okay, that's the reply, and let's try and DHCP request. Okay, we need to accept. We don't need to log it, it's just a DHCP server. Okay, we need to push the policy. Okay, install. Successfully applied. Okay, let's get out of here and let's go and have a look at our windows and see if they picked up anything. Nothing there. Disable it. Okay, and let's enable it again. Okay, it's trying to identify the network. Let's give it a minute or two, and let's see if we can pick up anything from the 10.1.1.155 to the 10.1.1.1 .60. I believe we're going to receive the .60 first. Patience, patience. I cannot identify. Okay, let's have a look at Windows 2, if that can pick up anything. Oh, this one has the old IP addresses, which is not correct. Let's disable that. Let's enable it again. Let me go to the first window. Nothing there. Bear with me a second. As I have said, in a virtual environment sometimes they take a bit of time. Try again. Okay. Nothing there. It's still identifying the network. Network 2, let's see, 99. No, it's picking up the old address that was given from part 1. All we have to do, we can go into the command line and release the IP address, so it will look for another one. But leave it at the moment, and let's go and have a look at our rule and make sure that it's correct. DHCP request and reply and request, which is fine anywhere. Right, if we remove that, I believe that's the problem with the in real life it should have worked fine, but in virtual environment, if we remove the inside local area network and say any, I think it will work. And don't ask me why it doesn't work with the local area network, and it has to be any, but it's one of those things that I can't explain, guys. And I had a question for you which I forgot to ask you in part 1. If you were the administrator in real production, which one of the two would you configure as a DHCP server? Would you configure the management server or the gateway? That's a question for you. Think about it, and we'll come back to it at the end of this tutorial. And let's have a look now. We pushed the policy. The policy has been successful. Let's go back to our Windows. Let's go to window 1. Nothing there. Okay, let's disable it and enable it again. There you go. It has picked up a DHCP server, which is a gateway. The default gateway is the gateway itself, the DNS server, the 2 extra DNS servers that we have given it. 10.1.1.160 is the first IP address that was given out, and we should be able to go to the internet. There you go. Let's have a look at the second PC. No. Okay. Let's enable it again, and let's hope it will pick up the 10.1.1.159, I guess. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Just concentrate on that question I've asked you, and we'll discuss that in a minute. Okay. No, it's got stuck with that old IP address. If we go, if we go to the command line, what did I type? What did I type? Okay. Okay, renew. Okay, let's go and see if we can get this to work now. You see, troubleshooting. There you go. Now it has picked up an IP address, which should be the 159, I guess. Yes, there you go. Okay, and exactly the same details as before. And we should be able to access the internet. Let's try that. Yep, there you go, guys. All done. I hope this has been informative. That's the way you configure the gateway as a DHCP server. And let's go back to our question and finish this tutorial. If you are the administrator in real production, which one would you consider configuring as a DHCP server? The management server or the gateway? And the answer, well, that's what I do. It's the gateway itself. Excuse me. The reason is this. If the management server is the DHCP server, if the gateway goes down for one reason or another, whether it's an electrical or a fault or the power cut off, nobody will be able to access the internet. If it was the other way around, if the management server was the DHCP server and the firewall or the gateway was running fine, then the management server won't be able to distribute any IP address because it's down for one reason or another. And then if anybody connects to the network, it won't be able to pick up an IP address and it won't be able to go to the internet even though the gateway runs fine. And that's the only reason I do the gateways. I don't do the management server. Okay, I think that concludes this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. My name is John Lukey, and if you need any tutorials on any subject as far as Checkpoint is concerned, please leave a comment at the end or at the bottom, and I will create a tutorial for that. And please subscribe. Let's make this channel a little bit stronger than it is, and so we can produce a lot more tutorials. Again, thank you very much for watching. You have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you are. Bye bye.